Hello there, friends, and welcome back for another Fun Fold Friday here on my YouTube channel. I'm Cassie, and yes, this is Fun Fold number 14. And I wanted to show you this really fun, it's the explosion card. Maybe you've heard of it before, but this is what it's going to end up looking like in the end. It's super simple to do. This is a little 4x4 card, and then we have a regular A2 size card with a big explosion on the inside. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to be using today. I have this really cool stamp set, and I also have the matching die to go along with it. This is from Trinity Stamps. This is called the Simply Sentimental Hello. And if you've ever watched me before, you know I love the Simply Sentimental line from Trinity Stamps. It's probably my favorite line of stamps and dies that they have. We're also going to be using this paper. It's vintage. It is not available anymore. I do want to apologize, but I am trying to be really good and big on use what you have. I know a lot of us probably have a bunch of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper sitting around, and I have this and I really wanted to use it. I do apologize though, it is not available anymore. This is the Trinity Stamps A2 envelope builder. I used it in the previous Fun Fold Friday, but I want to get better about making my envelopes as well. And I love this die set for that. It's got a lot of options in there, but let's jump into it. So you're going to need a piece of 8x8 scrapbook paper. I prefer double-sided. I think that works really well for what we're doing here. And then I've gone ahead and I've cut out all the pieces that I need to make my A2 size card. So I have a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock, and then I have this piece that I cut out using that A2 envelope builder from Trinity Stamps. This is just a fun way, like I said, to dress up your card. You could dress up your envelope with it also, but it's a great way to dress up your card. And I just used the scraps after I cut down my 12 by 12 cardstock or scrapbook paper to make my 8 by 8. And then I also was left with this other piece as well. And so I trimmed that down so it'll fit on the top of there. So let's speed up a little bit. Here's my card base. Let's go ahead and adhere down this panel to our decorative panel. And then we can attach this down to our card base. Again, I'm sure a lot of you are probably looking at that paper going, oh, I want to get my hands on that. And you know what? I don't blame you. I apologize it's not available. Again, go through what you have. Take a look. You probably have some really cool papers that you bought for a reason, and then you just haven't used them yet. And now I'm going to bring in that die set. We're not going to use the stamp, but the stamp goes, obviously it coordinates so beautifully with this die. You could get the die all by itself, and this is a fun and easy way to make some simple cards to kind of build up your stash. I'm going to use more of that pattern paper. We're going to cut out the shadow for the word hello, and then I'm going to use some yellow paper to cut out the word itself. But we'll run that through our die cutting machine, and then I'm going to grab out my reverse tweezers, and then we can start assembling our hello. As I said before, though, Trinity Stamps has a whole line of Simply Sentimentals, and I love them because I feel like they're just staples. As you can see, you got the word hello there several different ways in different fonts, and then you have so many phrases to go along with it. But there's a lot of capability to mix and match as well, which is, again, another thing I love. I love stamps and dies that have tons of versatility to them, and these are definitely some of those. And if you're new here, yeah, that's what I like to use. If you're not, this is no surprise that I've pulled this out because they're great. And using these big dies like this gives you a whole statement piece, and there isn't a whole lot more you need to do to the card. So it's assembled, and now I've decided I'm going to use some adhesive foam strips on the back. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. But like I said, use your pattern paper. If you don't have pattern paper, maybe make some pattern paper using some stencils, or get creative. That's the whole process here, right? And I don't know if any of you have done an explosion card before. I had not. I've seen it done by many people. So here I am finally giving this one a try. All right, so I'm going to peel off that release paper, and then we will adhere down the word hello. And now we can kind of clean things up, and we'll move on to actually making the explosion. So pay attention to your pattern paper, see how it goes as far as like if there is a certain way it's supposed to go, like up or down, upside down, whatever. So pay attention to that. But we're going to start by folding in the corners. So we'll go from one corner And then we'll do the other corner. So you've got that big folded X basically in the center. A bone folder would be super helpful right now, but I can't find it. I'm going to keep looking. All right, so once you open that back up, this is where I mean pay attention to how your card goes. I'm going to fold like this. So we're folding it in half, but I'm folding from top to bottom basically. So my Mickeys will be standing up. And then you're going to grab your paper and fold those parts in so that you have a giant triangle. All right. Now that you've got your triangle, I'm going to center this triangle up, and I'm going to take each of those sides and fold those into the center. So I've got it lined up on my glass mat, and I'm just folding that side into the center. And we're going to do that to the other side as well. Then we're going to flip it over. Looking for that bone folder. Because this paper that I'm using is a little bit thicker than like normal paper. I mean, it's about a little bit thinner than actual cardstock, but it's definitely a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to fold these sides in as well. So you've got all your sides folded in. Almost looks like a little bit of a house, really. So then I'm going to open this part up, and I'm going to tuck those in, kind of like I tucked that other one in. And we're going to do that with all 4 of those sides. So you want to take all those that you've just folded and tuck them in. This is where that explosion comes in. You know what? Now that I'm doing this, I have made one of these before. I made one over on Craft Roulette. It was so much fun. So yes, here you go. Now you've got this piece all folded. I've got to look for my bone folder once again. I can't believe I forgot about that. I made one with a cute little T-Rex on it. It was super fun. I think that might have been even the first time I was on Craft Roulette, which is on Friday nights. So head on over to Craft Roulette and check it out tonight if you're not familiar with it. But this is that explosion. So it opens up like that. You can see that's upside down. All my little Mickeys are upside down. So this is how I'm going to want to put that inside my card. So I'm going to grab some glue. You could use some double-sided adhesive, whatever you are comfortable with that is going to make sure that this paper stays where it's supposed to stay. I like liquid glue for that. So I've got my Barely Art glue, and I'm going to bring in my card base, and I'm going to put this inside the card base, trying to line that up, make sure it's fairly centered, right up to the fold line, and then we're going to close up the top of the card. I'll flip it over, and then I got to glue the other portion. So we're going to do the same thing. And we'll close that up to make sure everything is good and dry. And now that is, so this is what I'm talking about. Maybe you could use some copy paper. You can stamp it up, make it look how you want. It would definitely not take up as much space because this one's a little thicker now that it's all folded up, but I like it. I'm happy, but check that out. I'm going to put some paper on the inside here. You could do it on the top and the bottom or wherever you want to in there. Just know it's going to make it a little bit thicker again, but that way I can write a little response to my recipient. And then while we're at it, we'll go ahead and make our envelope. I die cut out these pieces using some specialty paper that's no longer available, of course. Again, trying to use what I have. I'm sure you have some really cool stuff in your craft room that you haven't seen for quite a while. So this is my public announcement to get in there and use what you have. It always makes me feel better to use it up. I do like hoarding and I like collecting. However, the joy I get from seeing it turn into something like this, an envelope, makes my heart so happy. So I'm just going to keep doing this. So here's my envelope. I love it. It's going to fit this card super well. And here at the end, I'm going to show you another card you can make. This is a 4x4, and you can do the inside using a 6x6 piece of cardstock, folding it the exact same way we did for the 8x8 piece. So here's our A2 size card. And then we also have our 4x4, which will fit into the envelope beautifully also. Take a look at that. And you've got 2 explosion cards there. So I'd love to know what you think. Have you ever made one before? Is this something you'd be willing to try? Leave that down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And as always, I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.